Hi everybody, Dionne here. It's 8:30 Central Time, which means it's time for Paint Talk. I have this buffet we started on the other night. I've got a palette of color. I have my little handy dandy twisty Rooney thingy-majiggy that will get every last drop out of the paint. And Matt's here in the squeaky chair.
Hello.
And I'm in the garage again because this wardrobe is so big that, well, not wardrobe, but this buffet won't actually fit through the doors and around to the end where my studio is. So I started this the other day and I told you that it ended up being a little bit more, well, it was just too bright. And so today I went back with a second coat and I took my bohemian blue and I mixed a little bit of black paint in it. So I got this really deep teal that you see. Now, when we actually put our final wax on it, you'll be able to see that it goes back to that original color. I see you guys. Everything's gonna look a little different because YouTube and Facebook, I'm not on StreamYard tonight. I'm going directly into the apps. I also have Instagram going. So Dionne here, if you're new, I'm so glad to see you. You can see it got a lot darker than it was the other day, but I also started on my branches now. I'm using the little handy dandy tool. If you guys are artists or creatives and maybe you're just one of those people that wants toothpaste to the very last drop, you can get these little guys on Amazon. But I have a little bit of Titan Buff and I want to make sure that I don't lose any of it. So I have got in here, put this together, and I have my palette out and I'm going to work on the branches for my bleeding hearts. I have never had these in our home. So if you don't know what this is, I printed these for you too. So a bleeding heart, they look like hearts, Matthew.
Turn down the flowers.
We have never had this flower planted and I've heard that oh, you're new here, Mary. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for joining us. I am a furniture artist, canvas artist, and a business coach, creative coach. I do a lot of things. We'll just put it that way. But I'm happy to be here. And if you have any questions, my husband's here to answer. Lolly, how are you? So these are bleeding hearts. And so what I've been doing, this is my third piece in this series where I'm having so much fun painting the branches, but I'm having each piece be kind of enveloped in blooms. So this is it. They flower for a very short time in early spring. See, Shaz? I like the ones that bloom for like 6 months. So this is another one right here. Another image. So they're thinner than the branches that we used on the magnolia tree. They're gotta be a little bit thinner, but I have them already on the sides. I don't know if we'll get to the bleeding hearts tonight, but I hope that we do. If you guys have questions, let me know. Again, I'm using my angled brush and it is from the Turquoise Iris Pro collection, available on my website. You can use any brush, but this is my favorite, of course. Not just because they're pretty, but I love the 1-inch angle. I think that comes in really handy. Actually, this isn't the 1-inch, this is the 3/4. Just wanted to give you an idea. What we will have to do is also these leaves, they're kind of like I feel like they're giving me a high five. Hola, amigos. Hello. I'm not on StreamYard tonight, so it might look a little bit different. I'm so glad you're here, Michelle. They're greenery almost look like high fives. That's what I'm calling them. High fives. Oh, in the Pacific Northwest, they seem to bloom for quite a while. Well, that's so good. Let's get started on the branches. If you have any questions, you've never had any luck with bleeding hearts. Well, our Michelle, who is on here all the time, helping us, posting links, reminding you that we have new calendars available. She recommended the bleeding hearts. She said her sister always planted them and thought it would be a really good choice to go on this piece. So this is bohemian blue, but instead of it by itself, I actually added a little bit of our little black dress to it. YouTube was cutting out, it could be because I'm not on StreamYard. I have 3 different phones all set up because I wanted to see if the service was better if I didn't use StreamYard. Hi, Mom. I'm so glad you're here. Hello. So I have layered chocolate, I have Titan Buff, I have unbleached titanium, I have raw sienna and burnt sienna, and I'm also gonna add in a little bit of copper once we get that going. So Matt, it looks HD.
Well, you're not going through a third-party platform, so.
So does it look better? Does it look better? Okay, I'm gonna get started. What I am doing though is I'm gonna lightly mist the area where I'm gonna build up my branches. Since I've never done bleeding hearts, I'm not even sure I've really seen one. Thank you for all of the hearts. Guys, I really appreciate when you do that. And when you do the whole little share, I appreciate you. Lynn from L&J Goods was talking of you. Your brushes, friends, call me Mare. Okay, Mare. Well, it's so good to meet you. You tell my L&J Goods, Miss L, she's just as precious as she can be. Lynn is so nice. Lynn Brundage. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I was kind of picturing them going like this, coming from the sides. I also want these columns, you see them here, I can put my hand around them. I'm going to have them be kind of copper with these big, huge, chunky feet. They're going to be copper as well. And I'm going to have both of them kind of coming down like this, like there were two shrubs and the base of them were kind of where the columns are and kind of coming down like that. I don't know, bear with me. It's just paint. I'm not going to overthink it or overwork it. I'm just going to get in there and get going. Hope everybody's had a good day. We got to celebrate Matt's dad and his baby sister. His baby sister is what, 25 or 26?
25.
20? Are you sure?
No.
No, I think she's 26.
26.
Yeah, I think she's 26. Baby sister and
That's
dad.
weird because the actual video on YouTube is weird.
Is it really?
Yeah, you're horizontal.
Oh, it asked me if I wanted to turn it. And I said no. Should I have turned my phone?
You should next time turn it.
Okay, sorry about YouTube being weird. So I wanted to miss this. And then I am dipping in all of my colors here. And it doesn't have to be right. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just kind of wanted a little swoopy swoops.
Yeah, completely different picture from YouTube to Facebook.
Well, which one are you liking since I'm not using StreamYard?
Facebook has it looks more proportional to where you look like you're painting a piece of furniture that's 2 feet long by 3 feet tall.
Oh, darn it. YouTube, I messed up YouTube.
Actually, you know what? Now that I look at it, the one on YouTube, it looks like you're painting the truck Tomater.
What?
Yeah, it looks like the front of the truck Tomater.
What are you talking about?
Well,
oh, because of the curved.
Well, the curve and then the brown where the paper is.
Yeah.
And we have 2 little pieces of tape. Those are his eyeballs. It looks really funny.
Well, I was trying to not use StreamYard just to see if you guys would have better service, if it was not jumpy. StreamYard's been wonky. So I just went directly into each platform tonight. But you know what? We don't have to do this. We don't have to stick with it. We can change it at any time if we want to. The bleeding hearts are like shrubs, right? They come in a tree. I tried to do some research on them.
Rashad, I'm sorry, sweetie.
What?
She said, thanks, man. I can't unsee that now.
Oh.
Don't worry, it'll change.
So if you're just popping on, I'm wanting to paint bleeding hearts because my Michelle requested those. And so you can tell it's a lot thinner branch than what we've been doing on the other one. YouTube is an error view. Janae, it was my fault. I should have turned my phone sideways and I didn't. So I apologize for that. I think it's probably too late since we've already started the recording process. They're a shrub. And so I know I kind of wanted them to be at the base kind of down here and then work our way, you know, from each side. But I might get it wrong. But it's just paint. I wanted to have that same look, and we might put some butterflies in here, or a bird, possibly. I really enjoyed doing the bird last time. Didn't I, Matt? I was really scared, but I thought I did a pretty good job.
I mean, I wasn't here when you did it, but it turned out really nice.
It literally took me about 30 seconds to do the bird. Like, I was looking at a picture, and then boom, it was done. So I just want to cover this thing and just drench it with this bleeding heart. But like I said, it's hard to see them until it starts coming together of what it's all going to look like when we set the blooms, and then the greenery will really start pulling it together. Did you have a good weekend, Woodsy?
Oh, yeah, it was nice.
Beautiful weather.
Laid back and
Beautiful weather. We have a workshop coming up. We have 10 tickets left to our workshop. Actually 9. One just sold right when we started.
We only have 9 left?
We only have 9 tickets left for South Carolina.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a full house. It's going to be great.
Are you going to get your dancing shoes on?
Of course.
I might bring my dancing shoes.
Of course.
I know I'm bringing my dancing man boot.
Oh,
I am.
Well, it's because of Lisa.
Because Lisa and I are going to have some pictures together.
Because of Lisa. Have this one go up right here. So there are some stems I noticed that kind of go up, but then the greenery is like a starburst. We have big snow coming right now. Do you really? Where do you, hi Laura Maldolino, where do you live that where you're getting snow?
I would say maybe Wisconsin.
Could be. Michigan, maybe North
Yeah,
Michigan.
Michigan, up around the Great Lakes somewhere. That'd be my guess.
I have seen, there was football on. It was snow. Where was it? Where the football was on? Matt, I'm talking to you.
What?
There was snow on the football game. I said, where was that?
That was in Green Bay.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Michigan, she says.
Okay, you live in Michigan. So there's titanium, unbleached. I have burnt sienna. I have layered chocolate from DIY. So I'm trying to get this to look kind of like a shrub, but I got to stand back and kind of, it's hard. I need to put more, don't I? Like smaller? Do they need to be closer together?
Let me see the pic.
It's a very attractive piece of furniture. It'll be beautiful with the bleeding hearts. Thank you, Karen. Okay, so this is the picture, honey. So you can see that the branches are a lot skinnier, and the blooms make them almost look like the branches are, and then it's like they droop. And so they all have to kind of hang down, but then the green branches are on top. So that's kind of the things that I'm looking at and comparing. I just want to make sure I get the branches on there and kind of the frame out of it first tonight. I've done the sides already and I've done the top. I did that earlier before we came on. Hi Betty, how are you?
Hey Shaz, how's your husband doing? Hope he's feeling better.
Yeah, we hope so. Okay, so let me go over here because I think I need a little over here, ladies and gentlemen. And I need
Are you going to show him your shoes?
my shoes. Sure. I showed them in a picture yesterday. Okay.
Are those your new painting shoes?
No, I'm going to go back to my boots that Kathy Anderson gave me, my Australian boots. But these were just some Julia gave me. And also need that copper. Julia gave me these.
Janae says it looks great so far, Dionne. The blooms will be concentrated.
Yeah, the blooms will be really concentrated. You're exactly right. Thank you for pointing that out. And I'm just kind of laying it out here. I don't want to obsess over it too much, but it really looks so much better once you get the greenery and the blooms on, doesn't it?
Yeah, Derek says they're pretty close together. Rob wants to know how your weekend was, Dionne.
Oh my gosh, thanks Rob. It was really good. We had great weather. We went to look at a truck yesterday that we're gonna buy. We went and celebrated birthdays today. I worked today. I did some paintings. Got a bunch of online work done. Our gift guide's coming out. The calendar's launched. So Michelle has been shipping calendars out. So if you buy one of those, Michelle's gonna ship it to you.
Shaz, I hate to hear that, but praying for him. He's going to get better.
Is he struggling?
That's just not good right now. He's on day 16. Had some more steroids and antibiotics. So.
Oh, shoot. But yeah, overall our weekend was great. Elijah's been here. We had movie night last night. So we watched the new movie with Ryan Reynolds and The Rock called Red Notice, I think it was called.
Red Notice.
Red Notice, and we giggled. That Ryan Reynolds gets me giggling. I'm telling you, that man, he's funny. So we watched that last night. Elijah, like I said, Elijah was here. He'll be moving home next weekend for winter break. He's gonna go work at Walmart. So it's been a really good weekend. We're supposed to have 78 degrees this week. So that stuff just gives me energy, man. That stuff gets me fired up.
Well, Tom Grant would like to know if you're going to buy that truck, Dionne.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He gets me giggling. He sure does. He's funny. You watched it last night. Roshwanda.
Roshonda.
Roshonda.
No?
Roshonda.
Roshonda.
Ah.
Roshonda.
We just watched that. It
Roshonda.
is awesome. I love me some Ryan Reynolds. He is hysterical. Yes, we are going to get the truck. We just need a name for it. Who wants to help me name it?
Dionne wants to give it a girl name. Trucks are not girls. Come on.
Well, they can be. I'm going to need to give it a name.
Yes, Roshonda.
Yes, we had this lecture. Not from her. Not from her.
Cheryl wants to know why we're buying this truck.
Why? I don't know. Why wouldn't we? I've wanted one my whole
I
life.
know. Yeah.
I've always wanted one, and I think that it would be a good thing for the Turquoise Iris to have a turquoise Chevy truck.
Lolly says trucks are tough, hence they are girls.
Yes, lolly lolly. She knows.
Lisa Dixon capitalized her name should be Iris.
Well, I thought she might be the Turquoise Iris, but then I thought, ladies and gentlemen, that's a little overkill.
Gender non-specific? Question mark.
Well,
Opened up a can of worms with that little comment, didn't I, honey?
well, it could be Charlie. I mean, there's all kinds of things it could be, but
Willie could be Willie.
well, I did say Willie.
It could be Merle.
No, it's not going to be Merle.
It could be Merle, like Carrie Carter, Merle Haggard.
No, see those
Or
branches.
Rob.
See all these little. I gotta have little. It has these little like bink, 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 bink on all of them. I'm gonna need a smaller brush for that. They're very concentrated. They really are. So where all of the little bleeding hearts blooms go, it's like a little shmink, shmink.
Lisa Hayes says, my Chevy? Like, my Michelle, but only Chevy. That song?
I don't get what you're saying, sweetie.
That's okay. I'll explain later. Pam W., my husband, is looking at a turquoise convertible bug for me.
Aw,
Nice.
how fun is that? I've just always been a fan of cars.
Derek Carlton said, Roxy!
So guess what? I thought Roxy, it's not number 2 on my list. Roxy, not Roxanne, but Roxy.
Okay, this is actually a good name. Tom says, it will be a great asset for the business.
Yeah.
Put the logo on the door and call her Loretta. Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynn. I will put the logo on like the side tire. That's what I'm thinking, maybe something like that.
Jessica Ann Waller says, call it truck.
Call it truck. Oh, hey, truck.
This is my truck. The turquoise gypsy, says Cheryl.
Turquoise gypsy.
Ruby is perfect for bleeding hearts, says Claudia Moon Powell.
Okay, so where all these little schmeeks are, it has to have the blooms.
Rob Gloria says, name her Shirley.
Shirley. I like Inez. I like Roxy. I like Lucy.
Betty White. What about Betty White? Ladybug.
Ladybug. Kim, that's so cute. I gotta get her first, guys.
There's
But
gonna
once
be,
we
there's
get
gonna
her-
be a lot of work done to this old gal. Or this young old man. I don't know what we're going with.
We'll see. We'll see.
Janina, mine is named Buttercream.
That's because you like icing.
Maybell.
Mabel. I like Mabel. Michelle sells it's called Matilda, but it's a Bronco, turquoise and white Bronco.
62, right?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember the year, but I know it's named Matilda.
What What was the other name that we were talking about?
For a boy or for like a,
For the truck.
well,
Wasn't Willie, wasn't Nelson,
Oscar?
Oscar, Michael,
No, no Michael.
Jonathan,
Nope. Oscar, I mean, it could be Homer.
Travis.
It could be Homer and Iris.
That's pretty good.
This is my grandparents' name. Oh, we didn't say anything about the other thing.
No.
No, Homer is Iris, my grandfather's name. Iris, of course, is my grandmother's, but
Cheryl says Waylon. That's my nephew's name.
Waylon.
My brother has 2 boys. They're both young boys, and one is Waylon and one is Walker. Waylon and Walker Woods.
Yes, they have the coolest names. Elijah's so my boys are jealous because they have such cool names. Waylon and Walker Woods. So sweet.
How about we just call it Mater?
Well, I thought about Mater. Toe Mater.
Yeah, Toe Mater.
Okay. We're doing good, guys. We're making such progress. Mabel is amazing. Sheena. Shaz. My first dog was Sheena. Isn't that awesome? I'm going to get out the copper. Shut the front door.
Haas is a good name.
Michelle. That's Iris's. My mom's dad's name is Homer. Homer and Iris. Alicia. I want like an old name.
Waylon and Willie. Waylon and
His
Willie.
name isn't Willie, it's Walker.
No, I know. Waylon and Willie.
Okay, so I'm just highlighting with this copper, and I'm using the small angled brush now, guys. I'm mixing that in there. I also noticed the Bleeding Hearts branches have almost like a red tint to them. They're not deep like a dark bark. They have a kind of a glow to them. There's also some areas of their branching that looks almost translucent. But I think this is going to be good. We may have to do the Bleeding Hearts on Wednesday. The hardware I'm going to do is original. It's wood, but I'm just going to paint the wood. I just kind of wanted to figure out. I want to put them back on here and then just have them kind of go away.
Hello, Renee. Rob just keeps coming up. Ethel. Ginger.
I put Ethel on the list. I actually put Ethel on the list. I put Lucy. I like Ginger. Those are good, Rob. I appreciate that. I think whenever we get pictures of her, I'll be able to ask you, and you guys are going to know just the name.
It's kind of one of those things you do kind of got to look at it, right? And just
Yeah, and we haven't showed it because, of course, we don't own it yet. So
we do not own it yet.
I'm going to try to take care of that this week.
Isla. S is silent. Illa. Illa. Emma. Ruby. Maybelle. Winnie. Says Derek Carlton.
Winnie's cute.
Winnie is pretty cute. Kind of like that.
Winnie.
My dad used to scream that all the time. But he was
What?
He was screaming at the horses. Not screaming at them, but calling them.
Your dad?
Yeah.
You didn't have horses.
No, but we rode them a lot at his friend's house.
Oh.
I never understood why he was saying that.
I don't either.
I never asked him.
You should have asked. What does that mean when someone yells at a horse and says, "Weenie, weenie, weenie"?
I don't know.
I would say, has he been drinking? I don't know.
It's highly possible. Tom says, paint her red and call her Ruby.
Oh, no, babe. No, Mr. Tom. She's going to be turquoise.
IG froze, honey.
What?
That's what Donna McCormick says.
IG froze?
Maybe got back on.
I see it. It looks like it's...
That was my horse sound, yes.
Yeah.
Winnie.
Yeah, it's terrible. Sorry about that. Winnie. Winnie. I like Winnie, though.
Naomi's. Shaz says Naomi.
Naomi's super cute.
Yeah, I've always liked that name.
I like that. That's a cute one, Naomi.
Actually, I do a lot better horse. I do a pretty good horse.
Do you?
Yeah, I do even a better monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Can we save that for another day?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it on here.
Thank you.
Delisa would like to know, are you going to have her painted turquoise?
Yeah, it's gonna be painted turquoise.
For sure, 100%.
100%. There's
I
no,
can't talk you into going teal.
there's no flexibility. No, honey, it's two-toned.
I know,
It's gonna
you
be
do
teal
black bottom
Teal and
and
turquoise.
teal.
No, no,
Be super sexy.
it's teal and turquoise.
Alright.
Like the picture I showed you.
Which one? You show me a bunch.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. I wanna do the bleeding hearts, but I know we're not gonna have time. I'm gonna turn this. Hold on, let me turn this. Winnie Winkle, the breadwinner.
Cheryl says, I like blue. B-L-U.
BLU, blue, oh blue.
Oh, we could paint her yellow and call her Old Yeller.
Or not. So guys, I took bohemian blue and added black to it because it was too light and I wanted it darker than it was the other day. So I put a second coat on this today, earlier before the birthday parties. And
I
now
noticed it was a little bit darker there, honey.
it is darker. It was too blue and I really like the dramatic look of it being darker. And I think with the fuchsia that our girl Michelle suggested, it's going to be perfect.
Tom's kind of crafty with the names. He wants to go with the turquoise Tammy, question mark?
Turquoise Tammy? No.
I just want to sing country because I'm thinking about this truck.
Well,
I just picture you and me cruising down the street, right? I got my cowboy hat on.
oh my gosh.
You got your Daisy Dukes on.
What? I'm not wearing no
we're-
Dookie Daisies.
Yeah, and we're listening to Conway Twitty
No, you got the wrong
blaring
girl.
on the cassette radio tape.
No, there's no cassettes in there.
Eight track?
You got the wrong girl.
I'm just thinking blaring Conway Twitty.
No. There is no Conway Twitty anywhere near my Hazel. Nope.
Merle? Can we do a little Merle hybrid? There's a tear in my beer 'cause I'm crying for you, dear.
Yeah, I'm crying too. It's hard to tell what this is going to look like. I hope y'all have faith in me. And if you don't, please don't unsubscribe or unfollow me yet. Just give me a little.
What about a little Reba McEntire? Can we rock a little Reba?
How about we listen to the music that's of this century?
Reba McEntire's in this century. You love Reba. What about who are the two sisters? Or no, the mom and the sister.
It's
The Judds.
The Judds.
The Judds, yeah. They got some good ones.
Yeah, they do. Lord, honey.
When you get a chance, maybe just do some close-ups of what you've done.
I most certainly will.
Lolly says, what about Faith? Faith Hill?
I love Faith Hill.
What about Travis Tripp?
So if y'all are just popping on, I am going to paint some bleeding hearts. And so what I'm doing is doing some more branches. This is the third piece that I'm doing kind of with a tree theme.
Oh, Lolly's still trying to name the truck. I thought she was talking about artists. Because all the names she wrote are artists, but she's giving names for the truck. So
What'd she write?
she wrote In Blue, Reba, Faith, Winona.
Winona would be cute. Lolly. Winona would be a really cute name. But I think I would end up shortening it to Winnie.
Shelly Wright Taylor says, love this.
Thank you. I'm excited. I couldn't decide between the bleeding heart and the wisteria, but because Michelle was saying bleeding hearts 48 times, I thought, you know what? She really wants this. I'm going to go with it.
Lolly, the truck is a 1954 Chevy 3100.
5 windows.
5-window truck, yes. Betty says Tilly, the turquoise truck.
Tilly's cute, girl.
Kind of like Tilly, too.
I like Tilly. So put a little flowers from all of
Derek says it's going to look stunning. Lisa Hayes says Judy, big booty Judy.
Who? What's she
Is
saying?
she wide body, big booty Judy?
She is a wide body.
Not really, but.
I mean, for that style. She's got the chunky monkeys. You know what I mean? Gorgeous. Love it. It's going to be amazing. But
Hey, Michelle would like to know, will you paint bleeding hearts, please? That's what she just said. And she goes, ha 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 ha.
I'm like, well, there's an idea.
Yes, Lolly, that's correct. Chevy 5 window.
Yep. It runs, but it's going to need a lot of work before I can drive it.
No air conditioning, no power steering.
Woo-wee.
3-speed manual.
Woo-wee.
But it's got the 327, so it'll get up and down the road pretty well.
Not with me driving, it won't.
Need help?
What makes you think that? Thank you, babe. I can get it.
Looks like you're struggling.
I'm not. I got this.
Thank you, Derek.
You can probably be seen on camera, so
I can't.
it's interesting concept there.
Lolly says, manual is my fave, but no AC is the nope.
Not in Texas, but we're gonna work on all that.
We'll see.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do this side. We're gonna add that copper, get that shimmy shimmy, ready for our bleeding hearts.
Good night, Cheryl.
I feel like, yeah, you're in the picture, honey.
My feet?
Yep.
Yep.
Let's see, can everybody see okay? This one needs to go a little over this way. Lolly says she's a hot wimp, okay?
Well, Betty says AC is for wimps anyway.
She's a hot wimp, she says. She said.
It is not a 3 on the column, 3 on the tree, and it was converted to into the floor. So
We're gonna have to make a few adjustments.
Roshonda, she said that's what she learned how to drive.
Well, it is the exact style that my mother also learned how to drive on.
Carissa, they are not loafers. These are my house shoes.
House shoes with his sweaty sweat.
Just chillaxing, right?
Yeah.
That's what she said. No, Rob, it does not have power steering or tilt.
Nope.
It is.
The guy that drove it, or it runs, but
No, yeah, it runs.
he drove it to work every day, but I imagine he's a bit stronger than me.
I think he is.
I would say he's a little stronger than me. And probably more patient. All right, guys. I'm thinking I'll do pink and white bleeding hearts, and then I'll have the greenery, and we'll work on the front. I'm gonna try to have the sides done before we get started on Wednesday. That way you can kind of see what my intention is or where I'm going with it. But you know, all of these are close-up pictures, but I really kind of need one. I need one zoomed back so I can see the entire shrub. Hope that makes sense. You guys, if you ordered calendars, Michelle started shipping those on on Friday, I think. So if you haven't got yours, you should be getting it any day. If you ordered prints, they go out in about a 5-day time frame. We are drop shipping those. If the calendars are going directly from Michelle, so they go out the next day. They're great gifts. They're only $24.95. And the bonus item is once they're done, you can cut up all the pieces and you can have 12 or 14 different prints. So pretty excited about that. I ordered 100 to start, and I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I should go ahead and order more or what. I just don't know.
Yeah, Derek, the guy who used to own it had an AC on it. The guy who owns it now, that we're going to buy it from, took it out because he was redoing the interior. So it does have that. It's just in the bed of the truck right now.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Just have to get it all hooked back up, I guess. Okay, guys, what do we think? Needs some flowers, doesn't it? Yeah, Instagram must have froze.
Shelly Wright Taylor, a link to the calendars would be lovely, please.
A link to the calendars. Michelle, would you please do that? Oh, she did. She did it right before she said that. Thank you so much. So here's what I'm wanting to do. It's the bleeding heart. These are two different images. I need to kind of find an image where I can see the whole shrub. They kind of grow, and then the weight of these gorgeous heart-shaped blooms are falling to the sides, and each one of them just kind of, the leaves are kind of like starbursts, as I call it, a high five. They're giving me a high five. So we've got green and pinks and whites and maybe some red. And then the mirror up here, the top, y'all can see that. I'll have a few more up there wrapped around. And we've definitely got a few more days of it. Right. I love the flow of the branches. Oh, thank you, Colleen. That means so much. I have been learning a lot, but with the last two, I have really enjoyed doing the branches with the blooms. So kind of just thought, well, I just want to keep that little theme going, and we'll see how far we get. Anybody have any question before we run off tonight? If you wanted that link for the calendars, you can also just go to the turquoiseiris.com, my website, where everything is. Everything that I offer, everything I have available is all on the turquoiseiris.com. Appreciate you all. Hope you have a great Monday. I am going to do some training about branding. We're going to do meetings. We've got a ton of things to do tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful day. The weather is good. Mwah! I hope that you all have a great day too. Matthew, you need to say anything? Did you already check out?
No. Attitude is everything. Pick a good one.
It's the same quote you always say.
It's a good quote. What about if you miss all the shots you don't take, or you miss all the shots you don't take, what about when you feel like quitting, remember why you started?
If you feel like quitting, remember why you started.
How about this one? Success. Desire is the key to motivation, but it's the determination and commitment to an unrelenting pursuit of your goal, a commitment to excellence that will enable us to obtain the success that we seek.
Wow, honey, we're in the garage, and that was really loud. Wow. So we have quotes out here in our garage on the wall. So I think he just read you every single quote that we have out here.
Losers quit when they're tired. Winners quit when they've won.
Matt-isms, that's right.
The difference between the impossible and the possible is in a person's determination.
There we go. See, we just flood ourselves with daily reminders.
Daily affirmations.
Daily affirmations. He's reading a poster. He totally is, Lolly. He's reading all these things on the walls over here.
Kathy Wolf said, "Good night, Matt."
Say good night, Matt. Rolls right off the tongue, right? All right, everybody. Have an awesome night. See you later.
See ya.
See ya. Okay, I always forget how to end a YouTube live. Hold on.